We're going to move on to our emotional freedom technique. And if you're familiar with emotional freedom technique, you know that there's meridians that we tap on to help awaken our body. And it's such a simple method. It works to change very big emotions, very big limiting beliefs. You identify negative beliefs and then tap on 9 acupuncture points. And you tap on them in specific order until a pain that you might have, or a limiting belief that you might have, or a fear that you might have. Think of a limiting belief or fear that you have, or just something holding you back, a goal that you've been trying, and you give it a score, 10 being the most impossible. You don't feel it's going to happen. It's really weighing you down. It's something that's really bothering you. And 10 would be the worst that you could feel about it. And in tapping, you keep tapping until you get down to a 2, even down to a 0. What I'd like to do is teach you the basics of tapping in our last few minutes together and have you tap along with me, focusing on, and I will go through all of the steps and stages to teach you. I want you to focus either on a physical pain or an emotion or something you would like to release. And as I said, there are 9 points. The first is the karate point. 4 fingers, either hand is fine. So take 4 fingers and you start hitting right on the side of one hand, on the pinky ring side. The next spot is right at the top of the head, and tapping is forgiving. Then you tap at the 2 fingers, middle of the forehead, brow center, in between the brow center, right here. And then you tap on the outside of the eye. And you want to tap hard enough that you feel it, but not hard enough that you get a concussion or you hurt yourself, you get bruises from tapping. And under the eye socket, you can feel that little ridge where the bone is. And then you can tap under the nose and right under the nose. So not down by the lip, under the nose. And then you would tap maybe 4 to 10 times. So it's not an exact number. Then you go to the cleft in the chin. And then the collarbone, underneath the collarbone, about a half an inch to an inch. And you can use one hand or 2. Again, that does not matter, one hand or 2. And then the side of the body, I usually just use a hand on the same side. And then those are the 9 spots. So let's focus on the whole process. You start by picking out what it is you want to work on, right? The physical pain, maybe a pain in your neck, back, or an emotion you want to get rid of, anger, fear, something you want to release, a limiting belief. Once you identify it, close your eyes just for a second here now. You're going to open them back up in a few seconds. But for right now, close your eyes, focus on that pain or fear or tension or that emotion or that limiting belief, and ask, if I was going to give this a score between 1 and 10, how bad is this thing? Okay, you got your number. Remember that number. So you're thinking, how intense is this pain? 10 is the highest. If it's a belief, how strongly do I believe in this belief or this emotion? Or how strong is that guilt or fear? Okay, and you've got your number between 1 and 10. Okay, you can open your eyes up now if you'd like. You also can keep them closed during the exercise too, but you can keep them open if you want. I will lead you through it so you can just listen to my voice. Do you all have something to work on? And you've all given it a number? All right, so we're going to start karate chop. And this is the statement that you make. Even though I have this, fill in the blank, limiting belief, emotion, pain, whatever it is, For the exercise, I'm going to say lower back pain for me. So I'll say that. So whatever it is, and say this out loud to yourself. It's more powerful. You're all on mute, so that's good. Keep it on mute. So even though I have this lower back pain, I totally love and accept myself. Even though I have this lower back pain, I totally love and accept myself. Say it out loud, makes it more powerful. Now we're going to tap on the locations I mentioned earlier to you. Just tap along with me. Tap on the top of your head. And give yourself a little bit of a shorthand. You don't need to say that whole sentence that I gave you. Just think of a little shorthand like lower back, or just a shorthand term for the problem. Say the emotion out loud. Maybe it's frustration, rejection, anger, fear, back pain, knee pain. Whatever it may be, just say it out loud. Tap at the eyebrow point, back pain, lower back. To the side of the eye, this pain. Under the eye, this pain. Under the nose, this pain. The chin, this pain. The collarbone, this pain. Under the arm, this pain. Let's do another round. Top of the head, this pain. To the eyebrow, this pain. To the side of the eye, this pain. Under the eye, this pain. Under the nose, this pain. The chin, this pain. The collarbone, this pain. The side of the body, this pain. Let's do it one more time. Top of the head, this pain. Eyebrows, this pain. Side of eye, this pain. Under eye, this pain. Nose, this pain. Chin, this pain. Collarbone, this pain. Side of body, this pain. Put your hands in your lap, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and exhale. Take another inhalation and exhale. With your eyes closed, focus on that pain or that fear or that limiting belief. Notice if it is reduced in size. How does it feel now? If it's gone down, great. You want to continue tapping to get it down to a 2, even a 0. I promise you it will go away. I was at a hotel in Hawaii, and a man at the same hotel had been swimming one morning, had been attacked by a shark. I did not want to get in the ocean for the rest of my vacation. And I did tapping about my fear, and it went from pretty much a 10 all the way down to a 2. And then I was able to get in the ocean and snorkel with my family and have a restful, wonderful time. And to me, it felt amazing that I could do that, because I had been really terrified, and it just made me realize I could do it, and it was fine. You can try tapping for a few weeks to release any further emotional pain or limiting belief and get it down all the way to 0. I want to thank all of you for joining in tonight, and I am so grateful to all of you. Have a restful evening and put into practice some of these healing mechanisms and keep on awakening that healer that's inside you. Much love.
Namaste.